It's a pleasure for me to move us forward in our convening here. It's wonderful to see Buffy back there and have her with us yesterday. Buffy is going to be our next keynote speaker. She's going to present to us. To those of us who knew and grew up with Buffy, seeing her on Sesame Street, she is our next keynote speaker, and she herself also needs no introduction. But in doing the honors of introducing Buffy, Buffy St. Marie is a musician, she's a teacher, and she's the founder of the Nehiwan Foundation, which is focused on revitalizing indigenous cultures with children in school settings through such means as curriculum development and science education. During her musical career, Buffy has produced 18 record albums and performed on stage across the world. Her work has been the inspiration for the international audiences, for children, and for the peace movements. And one of the last contexts in which I was impressed with Buffy's presentation, and I won't say performance, I'll say presentation, was at the 150th anniversary of the Smithsonian Institution, when she gave a concert on the National Mall, and in that stage, and taking the opportunity to advocate, fight for, and articulate our rights, she addressed repatriation very powerfully, and I appreciate you for that. Thank you. Buffy St. Marie, welcome.
Oh, let's see if we can get this to work now. Good morning. I thank the Creator for this day when creative people come together for good reasons to help our people, all kinds of our people, and in doing so, in helping the rest of the world. Come on, you rascal. Behave. Thank you to the Native Arts and Culture Foundation. As Lulani mentioned yesterday, I am the infamous advisory board member, in that I was really, really honored possibly to say, you know what you got going on here? Somebody needs to tighten this. It keeps falling down like that. Who's got some strong hands? Yay, here he comes. I could not do so because I travel so much. I'm a working artist. I'm a traveling musician. See how this is? Yeah, it slips. Need to tighten it. We can do this. Let's see. We'll find out. Thanks. I'm a working musician, and that's a very, very rare privilege in this kind of time, really any kind of time. Most artists don't get to be working musicians. Many, many extremely talented people don't really get to have a career, and a career is not just about making a living. It's about being in a position to share your heart with others and to learn from them. It's such an incredible, incredible privilege to be able to be an artist in this world. And I'm so thrilled with our foundation, trying to support artists, extend and expand art, and serve our communities. I think it puts a lot of foundations in a good place to appreciate what we do, to learn about us through our arts. There are Native American artists all over North America, and most of us are out of work. I'm not. I work like a bugger, but that's another story. And all of us are living in a world where Indigenous people are all misperceived. Artists and culture bearers are considered lucky if we can get a job dancing hula or powwow at the opening of a doggone car dealership. We're expected to sit there and be an Indian. Well, I've been an Indian for a long time, and I have not been sitting there. We don't only have to have opinions about our own Indian things. But many of us have made worldwide impacts on everything from NASA to kindergarten, all kinds of fields. I'm going to sing you something. I'm going to tell you the words to a song that's on my new album because it has to do with today. Native people in our cultures, in our communities, are nonetheless part of the world, part of North America. We don't just sit there in an Indian costume and do Indian things, but a lot of the world thinks that we do. This is a song called No No Keshagesh. Keshagesh is a Cree word, and it means greedy guts. And it's a name that we had for a little puppy on the res who used to eat all his own, and then he wanted everybody else's. You know the type? Well, these lyrics are about environmental greed. It's not anymore just a Native issue. Everybody knows now, and that part's good. I never saw so many business suits. Never knew a dollar sign could look so cute. Never knew a junkie with a Money Jones. He's singing, who's selling Park Place? Who's buying Boardwalk? These old men, they make their dirty deals, go in the back room and see what they can steal. Talk about your beautiful for spacious skies. It's about uranium. It's about the water rights. Got Mother Nature on a luncheon plate. They carve her up and call it real estate. Want all the resources and all of the land. They make a war over it, blow things up for it. The reservation out at Poverty Row, there's something cooking and the lights are low. Somebody's trying to save our Mother Earth. I'm going to help him to save it and sing it and pray it, saying, no, no, Keshagesh, you can't do that no more. While all our champions are off in the war, their final ripoff here at home is on. Mr. Greed, I think your time has come. We're going to help him to save it. We're going to sing it and pray it, saying, no, no, Keshagesh, you can't do that no more. So you can say things as a Native person without having to stay at the car dealership in your Indian costume or your hula skirt. We know this. The people in this room know that, but the public does not. The first elephant in the room is that most non-artists in the art business don't really know about art or artists, and it's kind of embarrassing. It's kind of, nobody ever talks about it. Art scares a lot of people who make a living judging it. So it's easier sometimes to say no than to think you might embarrass yourself. The feudal system ranks us all. And at some point, it kind of co-opted art as being the province of kings, or at least socialites, who either hang it on the wall or put it in a museum where it becomes financial and social capital. But as any artist knows, art itself doesn't have anything to do with any of that. It doesn't usually originate there or in the marketplace, social or financial. We could have turned this around. We can do this. We get some smart people here. We network with other smart people. This is something that can be done. And everybody benefits. We're just stuck in this old rut. It wasn't designed by us. I don't know if it was designed by anybody. It's just been the way it is for a long time. The art world is so precious. You know, it's like artists are afraid even to try to get in, you know, because we feel like we might not be good enough, so we're going to be judged or something. Show business is almost impossible. Nobody invites anybody into show business. Artists trip each other on the way to the stage, I'm ashamed to say. Artist managers can sabotage somebody else's career. There's all kinds of pitfalls out there. Artists don't even know the difference between a manager and an agent. You know, there are little things that we could do through this foundation. Not that the foundation has to do it, but we need to put the knowledge out there that artists don't get any help. I'm not talking about dollars. I'm talking about we don't even get education help. I would just love to see this foundation make some kind of website that's helpful to artists, not in foundation speak, but that really helps people, for instance, to know how to go on the road. Yeah. What a contract looks like with a gallery or a record company, you know, all the little ins and outs, the difference between an agent and a manager, percentages, standards contracts. These have traditionally been kept secret in order that the balance of power and money and decision-making and what gets out there to the public stays skewed to the company. So the poor artist, it's real hard. It's real hard. Doesn't matter how good you are.